Bhuterati Akhilashvaya Savishnumakhyodiyakyoso Kalatalayatam Prabhu.
Ya, he, who, antah, within, pravishya, entering, bhutani, living entities, bhutai, by living entities, ati, annihilates, akhila, of everyone, asraya, the support, sa, he, Vishnu, Vishnu, akhya, named, adi yagnaha, the enjoyer of all sacrifices, asu, asau, that, kala, time factor, kalayatam, of all masters, Prabhu, the masters. Translation. Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the enjoyer of all sacrifices, is the time factor and the master of all masters. He enters everyone's heart. He is the support of everyone, and he causes every being to be annihilated by another. Annihilated means destroyed. Purport. Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is clearly described in this passage. He is the supreme enjoyer, and all others are working as his servants. As stated in the Chaitanya Charitamrita ADI 5.14, Ekale Iswara Krishna, the only supreme Lord is Vishnu. Ara Sava Bhratya. All others are his servants. Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and other demigods are all servants. The same Vishnu enters everyone's heart as Paramatma, and he causes the annihilation of every being through another being. So we have two chapter 39 also, 38 and 39 I have to cover. Can we go to that? Yes. Okay. Let's start. न चास्य कसिदियेतो
Nachasya kachidhiyeto
न देशो न च बान्धवा
Nadesho nacha bandhava
आविशत्य प्रमत्तोषो
Avishati apramatosho
प्रमतं जन प्रमतं जनम अंतकृत
Pramattam janam antakrit
न चास्य कसिदियेतो
Nachasya kachidhayito
न चास्य कसिदायितो
Nachasya kachidhayito
न देशो न च बान्धवा
Nadesho nacha bandhava
आविशत्य प्रमत्तोषो
Avishati apramatosho
परमत्तम जनम अंतकृत.
Pramattam janam antakrit
Okay.
Nachasya kachidhayito Nadesho nacha bandhava Avishati apramatosho Pramattam janamantakrit
Any Prabhuji's?
Nachasya kachidhayito Nadesho nacha bandhava Avishati apramatosho Pramattam janamantakrit Nachasya kachidhayito Nadveshyo nacha bandhava Avishati apramatosho Pramattam janamantakrit
Any Mataji's? Okay. Translation. synonym. Can you go? Na, nut. Cha, and Asya of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Kaschit, anyone. Daitaha, dear. Na, nut. Desaya, enemy. Na, nut. Cha, and Bandhava, friend. Abhishati, approaches. Aparamattaha, attentive. Asau, he. Paramattamam, inattentive. Janam, persons. Antakrit, the destroyer. Translation: no one is dear to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, nor is anyone his enemy or friend. But he gives inspiration to those who have not forgotten him and destroys those who have. Purport: forgetfulness of one's relationship with Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the cause of one's repeated birth and death. A living entity is eternal as Supreme Lord, but due to his forgetfulness, he is put into this material nature and transmigrates from one body to another. And when the body is destroyed, he thinks that he is also destroyed. Actually, this forgetfulness of his relationship with Lord Vishnu is the cause of his destruction. Anyone who revives the consciousness of the original relationship receives inspiration from the Lord. This does not mean that the Lord is someone's enemy and someone else's friend. He helps everyone. No one is not bewildered by the influence of material energy is saved, and one who is bewildered, disoriented, is destroyed. It is therefore said, Harim bina na mritim taranti. No one can be saved from the repetition of birth and death without the help of Supreme Lord. It is therefore the duty of all living entities to take shelter of the lotus feet of Vishnu and thus save themselves from the cycle of birth and death. Om Ajnana Timiranadasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Ena Tasme Sri Guruve Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pisthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin iti namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pasyata Desa Tarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Brinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much, everybody, to be here. I would like to welcome everybody for the Srimad Bhagwat 3.29, 38 to 39 verse. So today is the appearance day of Srivasa Pandita. So before entering to the topic, I want to describe a little more about Srivasa Pandita, as Amara Prabhu said me to talk a little about this. So yes, all Srivasa Pandita, today is 11th March, are well regarded for his profound devotion and strict-faced belief. This is mentioned in Gaura Gaurisa, Deepika and Chaitanya Charitamrita. His residence Srivasa Angan served as a holy place for devotees to perform nighttime Sankirtana and bath in Ganges river. Ganga's rivers this day. So we can also relate one more Bhagwat Gita, Srimad 4.9, जन्म कर्म च मे दिव्यम एवं यो वेत्ति तत्वतः त्यक्त्वा देहम पुनर्जन्म नेति मामेति so Arjuna. So today's topic is forgetfulness. Why we forget or why we remember. Or should we remember everything? Should we forget everything? This is very interesting. This has been described in the chapter. People, they generally do not forget. I have heard one Gauranga Prabhu's lecture. Once there was a devotee and Srila Prabhupada met this devotee in his room. And in the room, the devotee was keeping the photo of his gurus on the wall. And on the same line, the devotee also was keeping the picture of his girlfriend on the wall. And Srila Prabhupada asked, hey, why are you keeping, who is this person? The lady. And the devotee replies, Prabhupada, she is my girlfriend. But she left me. She got married with another boy. But still, I remember her. Because of her, I am now in the transcendental life. I am in Krishna consciousness. Then Srila Prabhupada replies, Bhav acha hai, good spirit, but no need to keep in the same line. I am going to say that people, they generally do not forget with their loved one or even the person whom they hate so much. Even after the divorce, like 30 years, there is very normal issue. One day she made very undesired food, or she came late. So still I am remembering this lead our life disasters, lead to divorce. This happens. So this is also forgetfulness. But the chapter focuses about the forgetfulness is if we forget Lord Krishna or the path of Bhakti Marga, then people will be distracted. Should we forget everything or should we remember everything in life? You remember everything. If you remember everything, you cannot live. We have very, very bad nostalgia, like remembering girlfriend or boyfriend. Or the divorced man still remember his past life. This happens. But you can forget all these materialistic life or events or incidents, but do not forget Lord Krishna, Lord Acharya. That we should not forget. This is the essence of today's class. Remembering means past events or incidents. We miss our dad and mom, we remember them. Our husband or wife, girlfriend or boyfriend, or teachers, or lecturers, or students. We can remember. The real devotees, we also can remember. Friends and the places, that time, that place was very amazing. Yes. Similarly, if you remember your dad and mom, you can call them by WhatsApp or calling by phone or by Facebook Messenger. It means that if you remember them, they also will remember you. Lord Vishnu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is the enjoyer of all sacrifices. It is the time factor and the master of all masters. He enters in your heart. Not only in your heart, but everyone's heart. He is the support of everyone, and he causes every being to be annihilated, destroyed by another. The concept is often associated with the divine justice and the consequences of sin in various biblical narratives, where God's judgment leads to the annihilation of the wicked morally wrong. Thus, the idea reflects in a belief in the ultimate fate of the wicked, emphasizing the power of God over creation and the consequences of sin, a result of sinful action. So, if we forget everything, then we will be continued with the death and birth. That is the cycle. Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of God, is clearly described in this passage that He is the supreme enjoyer and all others are working as His servants. We all are servant of the servant of the servant of the servant of the servant. Dasana das, dasana das. This has been described. This is said. The only Supreme Lord is Vishnu. All others are His servants. Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva and other demigods are all servants. The same Vishnu enters everyone's heart as Paramatma, and he causes the annihilation, destruction of every being through another being. So it is said that Sarva Dharman Paritejya Mamekam Saranam Braja Ahamatam Sarva Papebhyo Matshesyami Masusaha. Bhagavad Gita 18.66. Yes, try to focus, Lord Krishna, devotional service. Yes. Do not forget Krishna's Leelas, life, and his pastime activities. If you remember most of the time your God, then it's very easy to follow you the path of Bhakti Marga, the Lord path. Forgetfulness of one's relationship with Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of God, is the cause of one's repeated birth and death. Do not forget Prabhupada's life. Do not forget the Bhakti chanting. Yes. Janma karma cha me divyam evam yoviti tattvataha tyaktva deham punarjanma neti mamiti suvarjuna. One who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in this material world, but attains my eternal abode, O Arjuna. So if you remember me, you do not have to take birth in, this cycle. You will get my home. Forgetfulness of one's relationship with Lord Vishnu. Again, let's repeat this sentence. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the cause of one's repeated birth and death. So, what happened? During the time's course, we forget how we have been forgotten with the knowledge. Bhagavad Gita 2 says that. Evam param para praptam evam rajarsayo vidu sakalena mahata yogo nasta parantapa. Because of the knowledge gap, this has been forgotten. The supreme science was thus received through the chain of disciplic succession, and the saintly kings understood in that way. But in course of time, the succession was broken, and therefore the science as it is appears to be lost. The knowledge of Bhagavad Gita was forgotten, broken, and lost. That's why there is so many gaps. People have been forgotten doing bhakti, puja, doing help. So, no one is dear to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, nor is anyone his enemy or friend. But he gives inspiration to those who have not forgotten him, destroys those who have. If you remember to Krishna, you are so dear to Krishna. And if you do not remember Krishna, you will be destroyed. Actually, Lord Krishna, He doesn't think you are my friend or you are my enemy. But if you think me must after that time, then I can help you, I can give you the knowledge, intelligence. Bhagwat Gita 9.29 mentions that Samoham sarvabhutesu name dese titi na priyaha e bhasanti tuma bhaktya mai titisu chapyam. You are not so lovely to me. You are not so hateful to me. But if you do offer me anything, if you think of me all the time, of course, I will always with you. That's why the another slokas has been derived, has been mentioned. Yat karosi yadasnasi yajosi dasi yata yat tapasesi kaunteya taskuru sa madarpanam. So whatever you offer, whatever you do, offer me. So Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagwat, every point, every sentence makes you aware of, think of God. Yes. I invite no one, nor am I partial to anyone. I am equal to all. But whoever renders service unto me in devotion is a friend, is in me, and I am also a friend to him. Forgetfulness of one's relations with Lord Vishnu, yes, this has already been described. They gave Guru Dakshina, but they forgot the Guru. This is the problem. You forget the Gurus, you are forgetting. You forget the service, and if you forget the service, you are forgetting Krishna and you are missing Lord Krishna. That's why Bhagavad Gita 10.10 mentions that this sloka has touched my heart. Tesam satata yuktanam bhajatam pratipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam ena mamu prayantite. So doing service with devotional, following rules and regulations makes you expert to be the devotee of the Lord Krishna. We should not forget Krishna. So remembering Krishna means Navodita Bhakti. Krishna is very pleased. What is Vaishnava means? It means to preach Krishna consciousness. So everything or anything, if we use, you will get it. And if you do not use it, you will lose it. So there is sentence, either use it or lose it. Yes. So if you are using your brain or your intelligence, not forgetting the Lord Krishna, you will get it. But if you are not using, you will, of course you will lose it. Even a mobile, if you are keeping mobile, iPhone, cell phone, whatever, in your room, but you have not been, the mobile has not been using like for 2 months, 3 months, what will happen? The mobile can request you, use me. If you do not listen to your mobile, the mobile can cry. It means the mobile after 3 months, 4 months, after 6 months, it might be destroyed. So even similarly, if your brain, if you are not using for Krishna Bhakti, and the brain, it also will be like killed, like dendrites. Dendrites is the, in our brain, if we are using our brain, exercising, it develops so much. And if you are not using, it also becomes passive and it will be killed. Dendrites. This has been said. So I am chanting for without hearing is not good. So you should chant. Yes, there is a very, very interesting history. When I came at the starting time in New Vrindaban, I used to forget most of the thing, like, my duty was prasadam serving. And sometimes I used to forget, like, keeping the spoon in the tray. Sometimes I used to forget the food tray, to serve breakfast or lunch. My seniors like Amita Prabhu, Sachisuda Prabhu, they used to suggest me, Prabhu, your chanting is not completed. Please, you do 16 round chanting, you will not forget. So the is, mission is to meet the God, but the way, the method is chanting Hare Krishna with mala beat. Take major decisions in life, otherwise you will forget Guru. Yes, take a big steps, great decision that can help you to reach your destination. Forgetfulness, we do not forget Lord is everything, and Lord is everything, and Lord is everything, and Lord is everything. If I forget them, then there is no connection. So service is also a connection. If you are very attached or dedicated, in doing service, it creates love, prem, connecting with people, and that makes you more deeper in the devotional life. If you forget God, you cannot remember you. He also cannot support you. If you remember God, will give you the brain, intelligence, and from that brain, you will get God. That's why it has been mentioned. Again, I want to repeat, Tesam satata yuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam tamena mamupayantite. This has touched me a lot in my life. So to remember, keep chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Once again, please. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So if we are engaged in Krishna consciousness, our existence is meaningful and we can exist. If we do not offer our service to Krishna, then the whole service, the whole day is waste. So if you early get up in the morning, at least I will try to remember God just for 1 minute. Because it is said that, when you are lying on bed and you woke up, it is said that don't jump up quickly or don't, walk up from the bed quickly. When you wake up, just remember Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. If you remember this is positive sign. There is scientific reason. Don't remember your girlfriend or your boyfriend. Please remember your God, Lord Krishna. There is positive energy. Yes. Then of course, the whole day, the full day will be brightened. You will be happy and take shower, offer God. Yes. That's why, again I want to repeat the sloka, yat kurusi yadasnasi yajvasi dadasi yata yat tapasisi konteya tat kurusa madar. Because, sometimes, we think that who you are, who am I, mako hu, मैं कौन हूँ, you are nothing. Do not think you are boss. Do not think, do not judge by your upadhi, your status. You are just a drop of a ocean, and the drop cannot take the responsibility of the ocean. तुम एक बूंद हो पार्थ, और बूंद कभी सागर का बोझ नहीं उठा सकता. This has been stated, mentioned in Kurukshetra, Sri Krishna Uvacha to Arjuna. So don't think you're small. Don't think that, I'm male, I'm boy, I'm handsome. I'm not handsome, or I'm ugly, or I'm Indian, or I'm Bengali, I'm Nepali, or I'm like Don't think that. You are a servant. You are not even the servant. You are the servant of the servant of the servant of the servant of the servant. There's so long channel. This makes you happy. But if you think you are super, it creates, it creates unhappiness to you. Once I was visiting to one temple. Seva is seva, doing devotional life. Any kind of work is work. Like, becoming a pilot or cleaning the toilet is the same job. But if you are performing very well, then yes, there is one story. The devotee was in the temple, maybe in Mayapur, and he was suggested to make chapati, roti. You are very strong, you can make chapati. And he just made chapati 2 days and 3 days. And after 3 days, he came and complained to the head of the kitchen. I am the preacher of Lord Krishna. I am not coming to make the chapati. Are kya baat hai? You can do whatever service you like. No. This happened. In the lecture of Gauranga Prabhu, every week he used to complain. Then after 1 month, what happened? He again repeated the same sentence, and I am here to preach the Krishna consciousness, not to be, not to be your servant, not to make the roti, chapati. He packed up his, everything, stopped, went back. He made a big but bad decision. Gauranga Prabhu mentions in his lecture. After 10 years, Gauranga Prabhu was in a big festival ceremony. He was giving the lecture like this. The devotee who was brahmachari, and he came, hurriedly and met the Gauranga Prabhu and said, after getting married, after I quit the temple, I got married, and after married, घर पे चपाती मैं ही बनाता हूँ. After getting married, I prepared chapati at my home for my wife because my wife has backbone problem. She cannot. I was, when I came here, starting time, I was serving prasadam. I don't know who the person was, maybe from somewhere newer. They were very impressed by my talking style, and my smiling and this. Oh, you are fit for preaching. You are not fit for serving the prasadam. Oh, I believed him. Oh my God, really? I was I was thinking, oh, maybe, so I should not serve. I should not do this prasadam serving. Why not to request to Jai Krishna Prabhu, please make me, to go for the preaching or somewhere. I was thinking. And after a few times, I just heard the lecture, from Gauranga Prabhu. That's him, making a chapati. This totally changed my life. Even when I remember, my home, I like to prepare prasadam or prepare food. My duty at home was preparing breakfast, lunch and dinner because my wife, she keeps busy so much working. And there is also another point why I prepare food. Because the dinner, I normally take dinner before 8 o'clock in the evening. And the breakfast I need 7 or 8 in the morning. And if I give this duty to my wife and she makes so late to prepare. and I prepare myself. And after preparing, I used to request to my wife. What happened? Yes, I used to request my wife. Yes, please. I can prepare food, but please, my dear wife, you come and serve me. I like the food to eat served by you, but she was very busy. Even I was requesting that she did not listen. And angrily I used to serve prasadam. And this was like sometime, happy, unhappy. But I was not happy to serve my one wife at my home. But while I'm serving here in New Vrindaban, we can 2,000 people in a day. So this is Krishna's mercy. So what my wife says that these days, you are so bored to serve me prasadam, but you are serving thousands of people in New Vrindaban. This is very interesting. So do not forget Prabhupada's instructions. Do not forget Prabhupada's life. Do not forget life of Guru. Do not forget the people who brought you to the Krishna consciousness. Do not forget all that. Do not forget Krishna's disciple and slokas. And do not forget the people who brought you here. Who brought you here. If we do not follow them, we do not have, we do not have any value. This is the fact. I do not want to determine you who you are. Krishna is hero. Forget all your so-called upadhi, designations, post, status. Do not think you are this, that. Do seva. Yes. So today the gist are summarized in summary. Forgetfulness of one's relationship with Lord Vishnu is the cause of cycle of repeated birth and death. A living entity is eternal, not ending, but this forgetfulness leads to transmigration between different bodies. Reviving consciousness of the original relationship with the Lord provides inspiration and a path to salvation, rescue, mukti. It is the duty of all living entities to take shelter of the lotus feet of Vishnu to save themselves from the cycle of birth and death. The same Vishnu enters everyone's heart as Paramatma. He causes the annihilation of every being through another being. Thank you very much for listening. If there is any mistakes, forgive me. And if there is questions, my seniors, Matajis, Prabhujis, they will reply. If I am unable to reply, thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.